Hey everyone, today I'm joined by the lovely Wheel.
Hello.
You're gonna have to bear with this really terrible lighting. Like, Travelodge isn't very good for YouTube videos,
No.
we've decided. So for this video, we're gonna talk about like internet friendships because we met online.
Yeah,
we met
we
on Twitter.
Yes,
was
we
it?
did. Twitter.
Yeah. So we both really like Michael McIntyre. And I think that's how I've like followed you or you followed me.
Yeah.
One of us was tweeting about Michael, so the other
Yeah.
followed. I think we've been following each other for quite a while though, haven't we?
It's definitely
been about
multiple
like
years.
it's got to be about
4.
like 4 or 5,
Yeah.
So we followed each other for quite a while, and then we
Yeah.
kind of made like a small group chat. And yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah,
We've been
here we
friends
are
ever
now.
since. I think the first time we met was like
What year was it?
it was
2015?
2015, I think. Yeah, because
Beginning of it?
yeah,
January or
it was
February?
like March 2015.
Yeah.
So like, man, that's only 2 years. It feels like longer
I know,
than
it
that, doesn't
does.
I've met quite a lot of people online, but some people I know find that quite strange.
Yeah, I think when you tell somebody you're going to meet up with a friend and they go, how did you meet? And you have to say
Like,
the internet. They're like,
A lot
"What?"
of time, like, especially when I was younger, I used to just lie and say I, like, knew them from, like,
Yeah,
a
I
friend
did
or a
that.
friend. Or I always used to say, like, I met them at gigs and stuff
Yeah, yeah.
instead of actually saying online. Because, like, as soon as you say online, like, alarm bells go off.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, what do you mean you, like, met them online? I can understand, obviously, the stigma around it. There's so many stories out there with, like,
Yeah,
paedophiles
definitely.
and online predators. But at
I think
the same
times
time...
have changed a bit.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it's easier to tell when somebody's real.
Yeah,
Because
and,
they
like,
post photos and they
exactly.
like actually seem genuine, whereas I think if you can sort of work it out if someone doesn't seem quite right, you kind of have a gut feeling, whereas when I talked to you I knew you obviously were real cause,
Yeah.
you know, I saw your videos.
Because there's so many like different platforms of social media. People will
Yeah.
be on Facebook, people will be on Twitter, people will be on Instagram, people will be on Snapchat. That it is quite impossible. Not impossible, I suppose, but it is quite difficult to fake that. I think with telling if someone's real online, it's just, it's basically like their social medias. Are they, like, obviously...
Are they an egg on Twitter? If they are, then do not speak to
Do not
them.
talk to the eggs. Are they tagged in a lot of photos? Do they have a lot of people like liking their stuff, I suppose?
Yeah.
I suppose just video chat as
Yeah.
well before you meet.
Yeah, definitely don't meet somebody without speaking to them kind of visually first. Not
But-
worth it.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
No.
But yeah, anyway, let's move on to the more positive
stuff.
The
Yeah.
good stuff about having
good
friends
side of
on.
it.
I feel with like meeting people online is that like I feel like it's not a forced friendship. Like when you're in school and things like that, you obviously have friends and you think you're really great friends, and then it's not until you leave school that you realise, hang on, I don't actually have that much like in common with that
Yeah,
person,
definitely.
or like we're not actually that good friends as what I thought. It was just because we were forced together like
Yeah.
5 days a week.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you meet people online, you don't have to be friends with them. They don't
No.
live near you a lot of the time or anything like that. So like I feel like you're friends with them because you want to be friends,
Yeah.
and like you'll normally meet over like we met over like Michael, so
Yeah.
you'll normally have like some sort of like
Common ground.
common interest.
If you're friends with someone in school, the conversation will be kind of, at least for the first sort of few years you know them, will be school based. Like, what
Yeah.
subjects are you doing? What homework have you got? How have you done in the homework?
Or,
What's your
like-
test result? But with internet friends, like, we met over Michael, but then we realised we both like Miranda, we both like,
Yeah,
you know,
which is
we
like
like the same sort of
because
music.
we have like similar like interests. We're actually quite similar people.
Yeah.
Like overall.
You might just think that internet friends, you might just talk a few times like on your phone, but it's so amazing how quick it can change from just like messaging once to like talking all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's really good because I know with people from real life, I think it's more difficult to maintain that sort of communication because you see them in person and then you kind of forget to talk to them on, like, you forget to text them, you forget to ring them, whatever, but because that's the only reason how we really speak most of the time is
Yeah.
with messaging.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
Leads on to what I was going to say, because one of the things that I like is that you always feel like with internet friends you always have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Like even if you're in like the shittest mood, because you always talk online like, well, not constantly but quite often.
Yeah.
You feel like you can just go to those people quite easily and like tell them your problems.
Yeah.
And also I find like obviously a lot of time your problems will be with people that you see on a regular basis, or like say like when you're in school, like you might have problems with people in school or like your family or whatever. With internet friends, they're completely away from that, so they have like no prior judgment.
No.
So you can kind of just rant to those people
Yeah.
and know you're not going to get like a judgy comment back because they don't know like any of
Yeah,
the people
yeah,
involved
exactly.
or anything involved.
Yeah.
So like you can actually just have like that support without
Yeah.
worrying about them like reacting
Yeah.
badly or anything.
Yeah, exactly. And I think because they're always there, like with people from real life, if you wanted to meet up with them to have like talk about your problems, you'd have to physically arrange a day, and it's like
Yeah,
there's a lot of
exactly.
effort,
And
but-
like, because we're already talking,
Yeah.
you don't feel like you're putting that person out, but then instead
Yeah.
of like just dropping them
Yeah.
a text or ringing them because we're probably a lot of the time
Yeah.
we're already talking in
Yeah.
some way.
So you just like, guys need to rant, and they're like, yeah, run away, and you
Yeah,
just like rant, like, I'm so annoyed, and then it's just like, it's fine because they're there to like listen.
one thing I'd say is that you end up becoming like quite well travelled when you have internet friends. Like in our group specifically, obviously you're from Wiltshire,
Yeah.
then obviously like we've got people from Manchester, like Gloucester, and I've got other friends that are like northern, from Scotland,
From Norwich.
the south, the
Yeah.
east, the west, like absolutely like everywhere. And it just means that like when you meet up and stuff, like
Yeah.
you get to go to like new places and stuff.
Yeah. Like, you can even have friends, I've got some friends from Argentina, from Germany, like, from all over the world, like, you could even go there, like,
Yeah.
it's so, opens so many doors, like, having these friends, like, you can go on holiday with them, you can go, like, just visit new towns, new cities, and it's just really cool.
Yeah, and even though like even if you don't end up visiting them, especially like with
Yeah.
you, like because you've got friends from like different countries, I've got like a few friends from like Australia and like America and stuff. Like even if you don't visit them, you get to know about like the different
other
cultures,
Yeah.
and like how different things are in like different
Yeah.
countries and stuff.
It's so interesting, like, you can proper chat for hours about, like, you know, what time, you sort of things you have for breakfast, what time you have dinner, like, it's just so, the little things you take for granted,
Yeah.
but they do completely
And
differently.
you just assume that everyone's the same.
Yeah.
And you just talk to somebody from like a different country, and you're like, shit, I didn't realise
Yeah.
that. I don't know what else there is to say.
I don't know, I think we've covered everything now. I think it's, generally, it's good to have internet friends. I think if you can, find them.
There is that initial worry that obviously
Yeah.
you're meeting people online that you don't know.
Yeah.
But I think once you get past that, like
Yeah.
a lot of my friends now have originated online.
Yeah.
Or like even if it's not online, it's been at like gigs and stuff, and then we've mainly talked online. The internet is a magical place.
It is magical. Yeah, for sure.
That's about it for this video. Thank you, Will, for
That's
joining
right. Thanks for having me. I'm enjoying it.
She'll probably be on my channel quite a lot in July. She's gonna be everywhere pretty much.
Sorry. Good luck.
Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or any stories
Yeah.
about how you've met people online, because I find it quite interesting.
It's really
hearing other
interesting.
people's stories.
Definitely.
So yeah, if you have anything like that, leave it in the comments below. And I shall see you tomorrow.